Hello guys, and welcome back to another video on my channel. Now today it is a match preview. It's Preston North End versus Luton Town. Now just like any other match preview guys, I do talk about the game before, and for Luton that was a 1-0 home win against Hull. Now I wasn't at the game, but I've seen the highlights, I've seen the reports, and I think the two early subs in that game pretty much affected how that game was going to go. I think towards the second, when we got into the second half and as the game was coming to a close, the Luton players, because of the 2 games a week, and we've been using the same players, fitness levels, energy levels were kind of like dying out towards the end of the game. And if that game went on for another 21 minutes, would Hull have got a goal back? I'm not too sure. We defended very well in that game. You can easily say probably Luton were the better side in the first half, and then Hull probably maybe just about edged it in the second. It's one of those ones because of the early subs. I think that did affect the game. Berry coming off during the first half with a knee injury. He's the only player out for this game against Preston. And then Adebayo came off at half-time due to a slight injury as well, but he did get the goal. A very good goal, in fact, and it was set up by Onyedinma. And Nathan Jones has come out this week and said that Onyedinma, he needs to do a little bit more. Just basically giving him more encouragement, because he does reckon Onyedinma is a very good player. He wants just him to perform throughout the whole 90 minutes and not in spells, which is a fair point to make. If you look at Cornick, who Nathan Jones compared Onyedinma to, who he needs to look up to, Cornick performs all the time throughout the 90 minutes. Anything can happen with Cornick, whereas if you look at other players, you can't really say that. Cornick, because of Cornick's pace, he can score any given point. And because he creates so much, Cornick, he does so much, and he irritates defenders with his pace. And that's what I think he wants Onyedinma doing, not just for like certain spells during the game, which is a very fair point to make. But as I was saying, because of Luton making those, 2 early substitutions, we made 2 at half-time pretty much, and we only could make 1 in the second half. And I think just because of that, it affected the game plan. It probably affected how we were going to go about the second half. If those injuries didn't happen, we probably could have won actually by more goals, in fact. So, we got the win in the end. People say 1-0 is the best scoreline in football. We take it, and we go into this game against Preston on very good form. Now, we should take advantage of Preston, They did play midweek. They played Liverpool midweek. They missed some big chances, which they should have taken, in fact. Hopefully, they don't get any big chances against us. They are a team that are very good on the counter-attack. I noticed it against Liverpool. I don't know if that was just the game plan or how they normally play, but I've seen a few bits from Preston this season, and they normally hit teams on the counter-attack. Now, they are going to look to bounce back as quick as possible in this game against Luton, because they lost against their biggest rivals, Blackpool, And we know from last season when we lost against Watford, you need to bounce back quick as possible, because the fans, they expect it, And Preston this year, I have to say their fans are not obviously happy with how things have gone this year. I think they've underperformed massively with the players they've got. That team under Alex Neil, they were getting playoffs, season after season, and not spending that much money. I get what they're trying to do, they're trying to be self-sustainable like what we're doing, but their recruitment probably hasn't been the best. They haven't recruited in areas which they should have done. I think I've heard my mate say that we've been desperate for a striker for years. They've been saying they've been desperate for a striker to hit 20 goals a season, because they do create the chances, but they just don't have that main man to finish them. Whether or not certain players at the club can step up, like Barkhuizen, Sinclair, Maguire, who knows? But those players, they expect someone to start, hitting 20 goals a season. Luton, we can look at players like Adebayo, who's probably very likely the way he's going to hit, double figures. Cornick, the way he's going. We've got goal scorers now. We've sorted that problem out, where Preston are still, that problem's still there for them. And until they kind of iron out that issue, I don't know whether or not things are going to improve for them. Recruitment-wise, in the summer, they've probably been hard done by. A lot of their new signings have had a lot of injuries. They signed Wickham on a free transfer. He's now out, so he's out for months now. So that signing there's been a disappointment. Izzy Brown, unfortunately, we know him very well being at Luton. We know about his injury problems. But unfortunately, he suffered a massive injury, which has pretty much ruled him out for the whole season, which is something which he just, as a professional footballer, must be so hard to deal with. Preston, they've got good players. I think their midfield's their biggest strength. Preston, Alan Brown, Johnson, Whiteman, Ledson. They've got so many good midfielders at that club, but it's just finding the right balance. And obviously, since Alex Neil has been sacked at Preston, I don't think things have gone the way it should have done at the club. 19th in the Championship, a place where, well, a position which you just wouldn't expect Preston to be in. Maybe they've overperformed over the years, who knows? But in my eyes, they're underperforming now. And obviously, their fans, they're going to need to start climbing up the table. And what a better place to do it at home to Luton. They're probably thinking at home to Luton, we should try and get some points. But we're going into this game on very good form, We're performing really well. At the back, we're defending well. Naismith's now returned back from suspension. So, it's exciting times being a Luton fan. We're going to Preston in good numbers. Over the years, well, I say the last 2 visits to Preston, we've performed a lot better compared to our record at Deepdale. Our record at Deepdale is not the best. We've lost a few 5-0s there. Goalkeepers have been sent off there. So fingers crossed that does not happen this weekend. But my score prediction for the Preston game, it's away from home. You would obviously take a point away from home. If we could get a win, that'd be brilliant. Hopefully we do. I'm going to go with a sneaky 1-0 away win. We do love a 1-0 away win away from home. So fingers crossed we can do that. The starting 11, I just don't see how we would drop anyone from Hull. Apart from the Berry situation, maybe Petty will just come in instead. But apart from that one change, I don't think he should change it too much, if I'm being honest, Keep that winning mentality, keep the same defence in front of the goalkeeper. I kind of highly recommend that strongly. The more settled backline you have, the more likely you are going to get points. So fingers crossed we do that. And yeah, guys, that is pretty much the end of this match preview. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section of this video. Let me know your score predictions. Let me know your predicted starting 11s for this game against Preston. I do think Cornick will score. I remember 2 seasons ago, he missed a massive one-on-one chance, which he should have buried, but he didn't. But normally against Preston, our games are quite tight, so I'm expecting a close encounter this weekend. But yeah, as I said, guys, comment below score predictions and starting 11s. Drop a like on the video if you did enjoy it. Subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I'll see you guys in the next video.